Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing Paragon's new statement and the future of YBA, and I'll be giving my opinions and my predictions on this and whatever. I'm just going to be talking a little bit about this. This is going to be for the people who know nothing about these news or who aren't in the YBA Discord. But yeah, the thing is, unlike other YBA creators, I don't release like 50 videos regarding one singular Paragon statement, but this right here, this is actually pretty important, and this is going to be relevant in the future, in the near future or in the far future, but at least for like the next few months or even year. Paragon wrote this paragraph here, and also I'm gonna talk about this in a second, or I guess later. First, I think it would make sense for me to address the elephant in the room. When is the update finally gonna come out? Because I'm just sick of people constantly asking me this, constantly just asking YBA staff, Paragon, when this is gonna come out, and Paragon said it's not going to be within the next 60 days. So for the next 2 months we're not gonna be getting any updates, that's for sure. Although this is not like a safe thing. He might change it anytime. Maybe next month he could release it. He could change this whenever he wants. Just want to say, but as for now, for the next 60 days, for the next 2 months, no update is guaranteed, and no update is guaranteed even after these 60 days. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, that's basically all the update release date news that there to cover. Paragon obviously keeps on delaying this, and everybody knows that. He said it in general chat multiple times, I think, in the past, even not too long ago, that the update is just not going to be coming out anytime soon. And the reason for that is actually, I think it's pretty reasonable, since he mentions that every time they fix a new issue, 2 more issues come out, and it's just basically like this with programming. If you ever programmed, you know what he's talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Also, Paragon said before that the YBA is getting a huge rework, client rework, meaning all of the code is getting reworked, updated to new Roblox systems, and that's why the update is taking so long. But at least with this change, the game should not lag anymore as much, and future updates should come out quicker, since it's going to be much easier to program them. So I think that is 100% reasonable, and I honestly would love to see YBA back in its performance prime again, because right now YBA, as you might know, is horrible. The ping is horrible, FPS is horrible, unoptimized, so this should fix it. Let's begin with what we're getting in update version 1.8. I made a video on this, so you can go check it out for more in-depth info. Here we go. So Crazy Diamond Requiem and Diver Down are obviously the two brand new stands that are coming to YBA. Next up is the client rework, which I already talked about, GUI rework, and they're adding console support. Finally, guys. So for those who are crying about console support not being in the game, well, here you have it. It's basically gonna be how this is gonna work is that you will be able to use a keyboard and mouse, like connected to your console, and play YBA like that. So it's not like they're gonna add like controller support. It's just gonna be just the console itself, but you'll need a keyboard and mouse for that. I think that is totally fine, and I think that is W for all the console players. There's gonna be lots of new players. I think this is a great thing. There's also going to be 4 stand rehauls, which I'm genuinely not that excited about. Like, if you've seen them, they're in my video, or you can just go and look for them in the YBA Discord, but they're not going to be anything crazy. and cream rework, which I'm really excited about. So this time we're not going to be getting a classic Paragon rehaul. It's going to be an actual rework with a new moveset with that is going to be completely different, it's going to be much less buggy, and the cheaters in main game that you see that like kill the whole server, that's also going to be gone. Next up, they're also going to be adding a region and server selector for main game, which is going to make people's lives much easier. So now you won't be loading into 200 ping servers almost every time. That's a good change. And yeah, a bunch of quality of life changes, etc. And now we come to the stuff that Paragon actually never talked about before. So this is all completely new. This is still, I think, work in progress, so he can change all of this at any time. But this is like the future of YBA, the roadmap. What is gonna come after 1.8, so 1.9. As you can see, new Evolved Part 3 stand. I am genuinely wondering. It has lots of room for speculation here. What do you guys think is gonna be the next Evolve Part 3 stand? First thing that comes to mind for me is Star Platinum over Heaven. I don't know why. I just saw somebody talk about Star Platinum over Heaven like 2 years ago when I first started playing YBA. Of course, it never came out, but this is my strongest belief right now. But there's lots of room for speculation again, so you guys leave your ideas down below in the comments. After this, we're getting a new Part 7 stand. Again, there's lots of stands that can get added. Now, obviously, I have no clue what stands are in Part 7, okay, guys? I'm like 50% unspoiled about Part 7 Steel Bull Run, so I don't know what happens in Part 7. I've been avoiding spoilers for a long time. So you guys, I guess, can leave your ideas down below, but please don't spoil Part 7 for me. Thank you. And the biggest one is mobile optimization. I guess optimizations, it's gonna make mobile, I guess, much more playable, like, you know, adding holdable block, probably fixing all of the bugs with the camera, making it just a little bit easier. So I hope this actually makes mobile fair for everyone and actually functional. Next up, the update after the update B, that is probably gonna be update 2.0. We're gonna get two new Part 7 stands. Again, two new Part 7 stands. What could they be, guys? I have no clue. Just let me know down below in the comments. And don't spoil Part 7 for me, please. Thank you. And SBR rework. Wow, that's crazy. So we're gonna get two SBR reworks. We already had one, and now there's gonna be another one. I wonder what they're gonna do for this for the second SBR rework, since, as you might know, SBR has tons of issues right now. Hackers, horrible ping, the map being very bad, and glitching projectiles at some places, and just being very, very goofy. So I hope this gets fixed in that update. I hope they add more modifiers, balance already existing ones, and obviously optimize SBR servers, and I hope SBR is actually going to be fun again, because I don't play SBR. I don't like the mode. I do SBR raids, of course. Join my Discord for that. Sorry for the shameless plug, but I think SBR right now is only fun if you have like 10 people helping you, and still it's very, very unsatisfying to play. And the last update in the roadmap is gonna be adding a new main game map. Wow, that's the second map change. Crazy. And we already saw a few pictures of it. I am gonna show them on screen for you. Also, I'm gonna show everything else on screen for you. And we're gonna get two new Part 4 stands. Like right now, I think, okay, guys, I think I know what it's gonna be. I think it's gonna most likely two stands that are pretty popular that are gonna get added are probably gonna be Echoes and Heaven's Door. That is my prediction, since those are that is like a no-brainer, since they're basically they're important stands in the storyline. They're like the one of the main stands, so I highly expect them to get added. But you guys can let me know what you think. They're gonna add late game progression, which I hope is not gonna be like Blocks Fruits, where they add like 300 new levels for people to grind. I don't know what this can possibly be. Maybe like new passives, new abilities that you can get. It can be whatever. We don't know. And PvE content, which I guess maybe will play a role for the late game progression. I don't know what it could possibly be like. Again, maybe new bosses, new NPCs, and yeah. And the last thing that Paragon might add between updates, or during, or just put into these updates, is this right here. So all of these things. So new stands and fighting styles, I guess. I don't know. So maybe he'll decide to add more stands on top of the stands that he already has planned, and new fighting styles. And right now, I think, since right here he's gonna add 6 new races, which is crazy. I think they're gonna add Pillarman, that's for sure, and with that there's gonna be new Pillarman specs, since they're very highly requested specs, and I'm gonna be really excited to see them. But my personal request is that they add a new Vamp style, just like Hamon has like 4 variations. I hope Vamp gets a second one that actually has all of the old removed abilities that current Vamp does not have. If you remember old Vamp rework, it had 2 other moves and 1 passive that got removed, so I hope they get added back. Next up, we have a trading rework, which I guess is gonna fix the problems with trading. Like yeah, here he says fix dupe. I saw people duping skins and all of that with some sort of injectors, whatever, I don't know. So I think that is gonna get fixed. I'm assuming. I really don't know what else can get fixed about trading. Like, it's such a simple mechanic. And this one I'm really excited for, gang system rework. I hope this comes out very soon, since gangs are a pretty big part of YBA. Even if you're not in one or don't have one, they're still a pretty huge part of YBA. Like, I have my own gang, I'm also allied with some other gangs, and right now the gang system is very simple and just not that good, in my opinion. Right now, you get to create a gang, you have a password that you can't change, I think, and you can then kick members or give members admin. It's honestly just so painfully bad, and I hope they actually like give us rewards potentially for having a gang, for fighting with your gang, whatever, for being in a server with your gang, XP boost for example. And I hope they like improve the UI, add more features, give you like a list of people that are in your gang, make it much more accessible, make it much more easier to use, because right now, as I said, it's very bad. Alright, next up we have 1v1s and 2v2s ranked optimization and completion. Bro, I've been waiting for this for more than a year now at this point. I hope 1v1 ranked actually gets fixed and actually my suggestions go through, because right now 1v1 ranked is horrible, and there's many issues in 1v1s right now, like rank point system, the amount of ranks, the amount of subdivisions, whatever, the queue. You basically can't get a game right now, it's very hard, and 2v2s is basically dead, it's useless. Ever since they just removed the rank system, which they could have kept for the time being as a placeholder, ever since they did that, it killed 2v2s. If you remember correctly, if you played in 2022, 2023, you might remember that 1v1s and 2v2s both had ranks, both had a top 100 system. Now 2v2s does not have that anymore, and it's basically just just casual 2v2s, and it really has no reward. You get no rewards for playing it right now, so I hope they add 2v2 ranked, like actual ranked, like in 1v1s right now, with silver, bronze, etc., all of these divisions. Also, next up, new areas plus reworked heaven dimension. I guess new areas, I don't really know how I feel about this. I guess for certain bosses, maybe. And he also said right here, likely PvE related areas, so yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really excited about this. I just don't feel like this should be a part of YBA for some reason. And reworked heaven dimension, I'm not gonna lie, it's fine right now. I don't really know what you can change about it. I think it's okay right now. I mean, still good. And here we go, 6 new races, huge, of course. Limited time game modes. Another suggestion I made a long time ago for them to add LTMs for summer, winter, spring, autumn. Like, for example, 1v1s with modifiers, or like a battle royale game mode. That would be cool. I like this. And community events. He says right here that, for example, submitting skins, so like your skin, your concept is gonna get put into the game. Like, I'm pretty sure Fortnite or Brawl Stars does that already, so I think that's gonna be cool. I guess all of you artists out there are gonna be happy about this. This is a very cool thing. I hope it's not gonna be only for skins. I hope it's also gonna be for other things, not for skins. I don't really know for what now, but yeah, this is very cool. And yeah, that should be the roadmap for now, for the next month, for the next year, for the next months and year potentially. Obviously, let me know what you think about this in the comments, if you have like any ideas, suggestions, predictions, whatever. Also, the Halloween event next year, he says he's gonna make a infection game mode potentially. This year's Halloween event will be the same, which I think is cool. I think the Halloween event is it's a good, I guess, a good event for skin traders. I think it's good content, so I'm excited about it. Also, guys, here's the video that Paragon posted today. It's like a small work in progress diver down sneak peek. So we're actually going to see the moves that this stand is gonna have now. But yeah, he said it's very buggy, and it's right now it's heavily work in progress. Everything you see in this video might get changed. I know that I've already posted, I copy and pasted this video on my YouTube channel, but it's whatever. I'm gonna show you it once again. So here it is. So pretty cool, right? And I want to talk for a second about this video. And first of all, I want to talk about diver down moveset. So as you can see here, we have the first move, which looks like a zipper pole, but just in a melee form. Or so you can see he hits him with this punch, and then it pops again, dealing 20 damage and stuns him, I guess, for a while maybe. Then this move, let's see here, he uses another move. I have no clue what it does. It looks like some sort of range attack where it just dives under and then hits them. It looks like zipper explosion a little bit, but I have no clue what it does, and I guess it's kind of a bad showcase here, but whatever, let's move on. Next move, we have like this beat down grab move, which deals 30 damage. I see. Honestly, looks pretty cool. I'm assuming some of these moves are gonna be block breaks, blockable, parryable. And here, yeah, he shows it again, 30 damage with a stun. So this is gonna be interesting. So This is gonna be like a combo extender move. I mean, I'm really hyped for Diver Down and all the new builds that are gonna come with it. And then I want to talk about not the stand, but in this video you can actually see some of the new features. So right here, up here, you can see the servers. So now the servers are actually going to have a name. It's going to be like kind of like an AUT, and here I'm assuming is going to be the server menu. I don't really know what these two buttons are going to be for, not gonna lie. Also here you can see the new UI for the player list. Also, I remember they promised us that your ranks are going to be shown, your 1v1 ranks are going to be shown right next to your name, but I guess maybe they like forgot about it, or maybe they'll add it later. But yeah, I would love that feature to get put in. But yeah, that's basically all there is to this video. Obviously, lots of work in progress stuff. More content is going to be added, and yeah, that's really about it. I don't think there is anything else to talk about. I already posted a big video on the future update, on update 1.8 Crazy Diamond Requiem update. So if you wanna get all the info what's gonna come in the next update, just go on that video. I'll link it in the description. And yeah, so that should be it. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your suggestions down below for what I should do in the next video, and don't forget to join my Discord for events, gang wars, giveaways, etc. And yeah, hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.